Life is about decisions, period. Those are the words that I heard from my mentor many, many years ago. And they became so etched in my mind that every aspect of my life has been driven by those words. Life is about decisions and nothing else. In today's video, I would just like to share a few consequences of remaining indecisive, but also share a few steps that you can take to be able to make the right decisions. My name is Butaki Hlalele, and we are still on this quest of sharing knowledge and empowerment and of sharing great Life 101 conversations for a great life. Please click on the link below and subscribe so that we can become a big community of dreamers out there sharing life and empowering each other. The words of Stephen Covey, he once said, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions." And really, I have learned this early in my life that all of us, we are products of our decisions. What happens to us in our lives, the circumstances we find ourselves in, experiences that we go through, we sometimes, or most of the time, do not have control in. But let me just share a few examples. If you are born into poverty and you still die poor, to a larger extent, I believe that it is as a result of the decisions that you take. You might go through abusive relationship, you might be ill-treated, but who you decide to become thereafter is a result of the choices that you make, which boils down to the decision that you make about your life. So, not taking decisions, being indecisive, has got a very, very impactful and serious consequences upon your life. Number one, if you don't decide, chances are that you are holding your life back. Think about some of the things that you wanted to do, let's say some 3 years back, that you still haven't done today. Those things are still there, but time has passed, meaning that you have taken your life 3 years backwards instead of having had taken those decisions in the past. I'm just thinking about myself. If, say, I was afraid to move from my small town and to try life in big cities, where could I have been? It is not because I was pushed. It is not because I decided to wallow in self-pity. It is not because I allowed fear to consume me. But I took a decision that says my life is going to happen at a bigger stage of life. I'm going to leave this small town and challenge life there. So I decided that no fear, no doubt is going to hold me back. But I made a decision that says I am going to move forward and going to challenge life because I didn't want to be counted as a statistic of people that have been bogged down by fear, and I took a decision. My career could not have been where it is maybe today if I did not decide to leave my first career, which was teaching. Nothing wrong about teaching, but I made a decision because I wanted to be somewhere in life, to teach at a different level. So make decisions now so that the next 3 years when it comes, you don't find yourself in the same situation. So if you don't take decisions, which is point number 2, you start to impact others. Imagine if you take decisions that are going to grow you, but also they are going to impact other people, how life would be. But if you don't take decisions, it simply means that you are outsourcing your responsibility and you are putting it on others. You will end up being a burden on other people because you have failed to make decisions. So by not making decisions, you are choosing to negatively impact other people who are going to be to take your responsibility that you should have taken about your life. The third consequence is about ruining your own life. Have you come across a quote that talks about the squirrels, which says, "The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who could not make a decision." Think about it. You see some squirrels flat on the road. It's because they could not know whether to go left or to go right. And what happened? The car moved over it. It happens that way with our lives as well. When we don't take the decisions, we allow life to just move over us, and we end up being flat and not knowing what to do. We end up taking some of our dreams with us to the graves. So don't ruin your life because you cannot take decisions. So consequences of not taking decisions is that you hold your life back, you impact others, and you will ultimately ruin your life. But then how do we change this situation? Because it is not hopeless. You can change this around. So if you want to make decisions in your life, please consider these 5 aspects. Number 1, revisit your why. Why do you want to achieve something? Why is this goal important to you? Go further and weigh the options in terms of advantages and disadvantages of taking that step in your life. And once you have made that cost-benefit analysis, then you'll understand which route to take, because you would have dived deeper into understanding the pros and cons of that decision. Number 2, listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. You've got this system, and I mostly talk about this. You've got this system inside of you that you were born with that tells you if a decision is right or wrong. Listen to your gut. You know, when you've got a passion and you leave it for some time, you feel empty when you don't do it, because your gut is telling you that this is the right decision that you need to take. Also, when things are going to go bad, your body will tell you, your gut will tell you that this is not a right decision and a right path to follow. So make sure that you listen to your gut in order to make a decision. Number 3, look at your values. For you to be able to make a right decision or a plausible decision, you've got to test the decision that you've got to make against your values. If it does not align with your values, then don't do it. If it aligns with your values and it grows your values, then ultimately it shows that this is the right decision that you have got to take at that point in time. We spoke about impacting others, and looking at your circle of people around you that are important to you is one lever that you can use to make your decisions. Certain goals, when you take them, they are not only for you, they are for your family. They are for your career. They are for your church, as an example. They are for that institution that you want to support. Now, ask yourself, if I don't take this decision, that is going to positively impact all this circle of people or groups of people around me, what is going to happen to them? What is going to happen to you? So you have to make that decision being driven by that consideration, so that your life can become better, but also the lives of those around you. Lastly, look at the reward. Don't think about the process that you are going to undergo for you to reach a particular goal. Rather, think about what will be the outcome, what will be the reward at the end of the day for me to take this decision. And that is going to propel you forward to take the right decision at that right moment to be able to change your life to the better. Indecision is fatal. It is not going to help you. So for you to be able to make the right decision, ask yourself why. Why this decision? Number 2, listen to your gut. Number 3, check your decision against your values. Number 4, think about others that are important in your life. Number 5, think about the reward that you are going to achieve. And in that way, you will defeat the enemy that indecision is all about. My name is Botaki Hlalele, and I'm thankful that you have tuned in, but please continue to subscribe so that we can grow this channel much bigger and better. Thank you.